What's up, everybody? It's Endless One Up. You know what time it is. It's time to find out. What's on deck? What's on deck? What is it? What? You see it? Try to pause it. I don't know what I'm doing. Spaz much? What's on deck? Alan Wake. We're going to check out Alan Wake. Is it Steam Deck verified? I see green. Let's bring it up to the docky schmocky walks and we'll check it out. I don't know. Silliness ensues. Okay, you can see we got it Steam Deck verified. Let's go ahead and jump out of this. We'll go ahead. I'm using my little Bluetooth keyboard right now. We're going to go ahead and launch it with the play button. Check it out. This is what I'm using right now, if you're wondering. This thing. Is it going to be fun? I don't think so. We're probably going to switch to a controller, but we'll find out. Alan Wake. All right, let's see if we can get into... Let's go to the options. We're going to check out the graphics real quick. Let's go ahead and remove me from the screen. All right. So the HUD is enabled. VSync is off. Full screen, 1280 by 720, because that is the default Steam Deck resolution. Graphics quality was defaulted to low. So let's leave it on low here for now. We'll play it as is. All right, while this is getting... I'll bring myself back up here. So again, I'm using a keyboard and mouse right now. Can I skip this scene? All right. So we're in the game. So far, it looks pretty good. All right. Look up. Hey. Reverse your controls for looking up and down? No. Okay. Walk. I can sprint. Hey, before we go any further, let's bling bling the telemetry. I don't know. Okay. Click. We got 60 frames per second. Alright, we're using the keyboard. Get to the lighthouse. Meow, 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 meow. Check some of the lighting effects under here. We're getting a solid 60 frames per second. Let's, before we go any further, let's test some stuff here. Let's go to the options, graphics, and let's change some of the advanced settings here. We're going to go to medium. It's not really changing any of those options below. And we're going to go ahead and back out of it. Back out of it. As of right now, we did not get a frame hit, but I do see a little bit of quality increase. That's nice. All right, well, yeah, the quality increase is pretty cool. I mean, I think I can clearly see it. Let's go ahead, and we're still getting 60 frames per second. That's cool as well. So let's check out the options. Graphics. Advanced, and let's go ahead and change that from medium to high. Ooh, fancy. Let's go ahead and jump out of there, and we're still sitting at the 1280 by 720, so don't forget that. I don't feel like this did a bunch of graphical increase. If anything, I see a little bit of like blooming kind of going on from the blur. We're still sitting at 60 frames per second. Well, this cutscene's doing 45, but that could be something that's predetermined. I don't know, because going from the light to the dark doesn't give us any frame deviation there, which is a good sign. All right, let's go see what other options we got here. So far, it's handling all these different graphics settings out the gate in this standard resolution, so that's a good sign. Now, we're going to max everything, because why not? So we'll go 8. We'll do that. High. We'll do filtering to 4, 8. Oh, 16. Let's do 16. That's crazy. Do high. 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 Let's get me off the screen for a second. And then volumetric light quality. High. Draw distance. Max. So we will hit the back button now. Hit the back button, back button, back button. Alright, everything is maxed out right now in the game. And we're getting 60 frames per second up there. Let's take a little run towards the bridge. Pick up that thermos. It has the good stuff in it. Don't fall into the water. Alright, can we run and jump? Ooh, he can jump, but let's run. I can swim. Aw, I guess he can't swim. Anyways, let's jump out of the game. Let's actually run forward for a second because the frame rate seems pretty low there. I don't know if it's just catching up to itself or something, but it's in the 50s now. 52, 58, 59, 60. And again, we saw it jump down to 45 last time it showed the lighthouse. That did look better this time. So it seems to be doing okay now. Maybe we're just loading in. Let's run back up to the beginning of this here. Run to the low light here. He's running out of steam. Come on, Alan, you can do it. So it seems like when you load more things into the background, there is a bit of a frame hit here because now we're further back and it's trying to load all that stuff in the distance. So we know there's 60 frames per second under the light. Great. On all the settings, highest settings and stuff. Let's jump out of the game now and see if we can get like 1920 by 1080 to also look pretty good. Options. Graphics. Change this to a 1020 by 1080. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, you went too far. Boop. Okay. You're going to go back. Let's just confirm what the graphic settings are for advanced. Oh, it didn't save that. That's not good. It's on custom, so we'll leave it on custom right now. Why did this not save? Confirm. I have to hit enter. Okay. Accept. There we go. So now let's confirm. That's weird because the other graphic settings I don't have to like hit the button to confirm it, so that's strange. Okay, we're gonna leave that on high or custom, sorry. And we're gonna go ahead and launch into the game. We'll just continue the game. I mean, geez, all we did was jump off the bridge. I felt like that was a scene from Beetlejuice. That's where the car went into the water. Well, that was a weird little loady thing. All right. We're getting the main frame hit right now. And we're getting like 30 frames per second back there. It didn't even look good. Let's get to the light and a little bit past the light because we know that the frame rate's a little better. we were in the 40s before looking at that lighthouse. Now we're in the 20s. Eeks, eek, liebedeek. I don't know what that means. Can somebody tell me? It's something from German. I don't know. Okay. Let's change the settings down because this is rough. We're gonna just go always down to low, I think. I'm not even gonna mess with like changing it from high to medium. I think we're just gonna go boop, we'll do low. I don't think very low is necessary. Because if I can get over 30 frames per second in this game, I think you're fine. I think it'll be fine. Because this game does have a lot of like cinematic qualities to it in general. So, well, geez, very low. We're sitting at 60 frames per second in 1920 by 1080. And this game doesn't look bad at all right now like this. This is pretty good. That's pretty drastic. Just that simple change gave us that big of a frame bump. You know, we were in the 20s and then we just jumped to the 60s by going from custom to high, or from custom to low. So let's go to medium and see if we stay with the 60 frames per second, because that would be nice. All right, we got a frame hit there. We're in the 50s and the 45s now. So medium, you get a frame hit. But you could play this at 1920 by 1080 on low settings and get 60 frames per second. That's pretty good. And it didn't look bad. So let's try one more resolution. We already know that the 1920 by 1080 kind of took a little bit of a hit. So let's just jump out of the game here. And we're going to go boop-a-doop-a-doop-boop-boop. We're going to try 2560 by 1440, but we're going to start out on low. Or at least that's my plan. Okay, so go over to the gear icon here. Gonna go ahead and click it. Go to the properties. We got a Jingle Bell cat. Kitty's playing with the kitty toy. I should probably not have a toy with bells on it in here while I'm recording, huh? Hindsight, people, hindsight. The kitty loves it. So 2560 by 1440. I'm gonna go ahead and get back out of there. Go ahead and launch the game back up. We're gonna change this to 1920 by 1080 and go boop 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 boop. Hit enter. Hit enter again to confirm it. Go down to options. We're gonna set the graphical stuff to low. So go to low. That's good, 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 good. Oh, we don't want to hit exit. We're going to continue. Okay. So let's see what we get. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Now, again, it's always like a lower frame rate in the very beginning, but as we get towards the light, it usually gets around 60 if we have it. Last time it was at 60 when we were near the light. Let's see what frame rate we get by this lighthouse, too, because that's always interesting. Not getting a very good frame rate. 2560 by 1440 is kind of struggling on low. I mean, there we're getting 40, 30. I mean, I guess I did say if you're getting above 30, I think it's all playable. This seems to be above 30. So you could turn like film grain on and stuff and make it feel more cinematic, and I think that'd be okay for you. So that's Alan Wake on the Steam Deck. We went through a couple different resolutions there. 2560 by 1440. I think on very low, you probably would get some good results. We only set it to low. I'm not going to go through all the different things. I think we have a good measuring stick now. Hey, this is a good, fun Halloween-y, October-y type game. Let me know let me know down in the comments if you played this game. Do you like it? I'm not a big flashlight walking fan, so I might not fully invest in this. I am going to play it during the Halloween-y holiday, though, because I like that. I like them. I like these types of games then, but I don't really like them otherwise. I don't know. But then there's fun people who play these types of games all the time, and they're cool. I just don't do that. Peace, everybody. See you later.